portable surveillance drone, and our team name was Team Aggie Drone. I'm Freddie Sherrill.
I'm Herman Thompson.
Matthew Reed, and I'm Devon Foster.
And kind of how we got our need for our senior design project is for the last 5 years, the number of violent crimes across the U.S. has steadily decreased until it rose in 2012 by 1.2%. So America's largest cities experience rates even greater than 1.2%, such as Chicago. They've had a great increase in violence. The Boston Marathon bombings, they've had an increase in violence. And also with just different terror threats that have been around in the U.S. So we kind of wanted to design something that would allow for portable surveillance, not only through the air, but also on the land. So it could have multi-terrain, have a wide scope of what it's actually looking at and what it's pertaining to. So the objective of the project was to design a prototype of a portable surveillance drone that can provide customized surveillance to large homes, or maybe even business and corporations, and also possibly the government. And we want it to be competitive as far as price, and we wanted it to also be something that could be used by not only someone that's very advanced with technology, but somebody that could just maybe use their smartphone, because the smartphones have extremely great capabilities nowadays, and also something over a Wi-Fi system. So you didn't have to have, a bunch of cords and such. So the layout of our drone on our poster right here is we have a quad kit that was the base of our drone. We also have ultrasonic sensors to kind of detect different distances. We have one in the front, one in the back, and one on each side. And then we use an Arduino board for our programming. And we used a Wi-Fi camera so we could have the feedback transmitted wirelessly over a Wi-Fi internet connection. And what we also did so we could have it for the multi-terrain is we used different servo motors to change the positioning of our axis. So we'll also be able to attach tires onto it to remove the propellers for land versus flight.
All right, I'll begin to break down the physical part of the drone, the wireless control system. Basically, the user interacts through a smartphone device, as you see on the poster. The smartphone is connected to like any wireless network that you may have at your business or at your home. And the actual control system, the Arduino, it has a Wi-Fi shield built onto it. So it receives all that wireless command over TCP. So it communicates over that IP protocol. And basically the user can anybody who's familiar with just using an iPhone or Android device, they can control the drone using that just from that app. And for the functional design, basically we begin to break down the physical part as far as the level 0 and the level 1 block diagram. Our level 0 block diagram describes the overall, the basic setup of the system, where you talk about just the general inputs and outputs coming from the system. So you have the operator remote control inputs, which are coming directly from the device, the smartphone. You have the battery that's providing voltage and power input. Video input taken directly from the camera that's mounted directly on the front of it. And we have motor control inputs coming from the motor control. And for output, you just have manual surveillance. So you're able to manually move the phone around and about and switch from fly to drive mode. And our level 1 block diagram, it breaks down the systems into further subsystems where you can see, okay, now my vision system includes certain things within it. My motor control system now breaks down into how it connects to the motors, and the wireless control system breaks down into the individual components that make up that system. And that's pretty much it for the physical part of it.
So the results, like Fern said earlier, you take the smartphone and as the user you can indicate if you want to put it in fly mode or drive mode. And so if you put it in fly mode, what would happen is as you fly, we have ultrasonic sensors attached to it. So if anything get into a 2-foot radius of it, the drone will automatically get back up, move to the left, or move to the right. Depends on which way it's going. Like even if it's going backward, it'll move forward to make sure it don't hit that object. And then in drive mode, we pretty much have it where you can be able to record video while on the ground as well as in the air. So basically we have portable surveillance for both
parts. Alright, so basically to wrap up what all of them say at the conclusion, what we were able to do with our project, we got it to be able to be controlled via a smartphone through a program we actually downloaded to control the drone through the Wi-Fi shield. Like we said, it has the ability to be able to monitor a large area since it's able to fly and drive, and it has a Wi-Fi camera on it. And as well, since criminals are becoming, I guess, more technologically advanced, then this is something else that could give like either companies or people a step up to try to stay a step ahead of them to be able to protect what's theirs or anything. And then just this could be something that could be a future use for any kind of application, whether it be home, business, military, anything of that kind of sort. So that's all that we have. I'd like to thank you for your time. And now we're going to demonstrate.
So we'll demonstrate the operation of the going fly and drive mode. Let's see.
That's right.
So we'll power everything up.
You can just unplug it or hit stop.
You know, we've got it so it can run from the computer or also from battery power operated.
Yep. Then you just hit the switch to control it.
You can also
Yeah,
push slow motion.
Yeah, before.
So the camera's up there,
Yeah, this is.
So the camera is right here.
right?
Right.
Camera's there.
Yeah, that's the camera, the little black circle. You can probably see the light on.
Right. So what's the car?
That's
That's
body
just
that
the
design.
of all of the
Yeah,
wires.
because underneath there are a bunch of wires or board,
Aesthetically.
just to make it look better.
Okay, so now the image from that comes on the image from this camera. Okay. So y'all can see it right now?
Oh, we're setting it up right now.
Are you saying?
Yeah, because the camera battery dies fairly quickly, so we have to turn it on and then connect it.
Okay. And you said for a large area, like, what is it?
I think it's 30 feet where they have requirement for this.
Yeah.
Around 30 feet.
Yes, our engineer promised to at least have it record up to 30 feet.
So that's how
But
far.
the thing about the camera though is also if you have like a wireless router at your home and you like set the camera up, you can actually go overseas and still be able to record stuff and watch your house from overseas. So that's the kind of camera we got.
Yeah, kind of next to the name.
Yeah.
Using a DNF server. Serve up a web page and watch it.
I think we showed you before the demonstration of the drive and fly mode. So there's basically on the smartphone interface you'll have buttons basically for driving and flying. And we have a button for fly mode, drive mode, descend mode, line up, descend mode, bring it back down, and then left, right, up, and down for shifting forward, shifting back, shifting left, shifting right, flowing. Alright, so we have children and stuff at any time.
Just drop it.
Yeah, just drive. And we're gonna try to get some camera.
And also, we have it tied down, so it won't take off
Be a
too
hassle.
far and be a hassle since we're indoors.
And the motor controllers are actually smart motor controllers, so while you're up in the air flying, it'll detect, it measures the battery voltage when it first powers up, and it'll measure the difference from the current battery voltage reading, and then when it starts to drop, it'll start to bring itself back down. It'll start ramping back down safely. So you'll never be up in the air and lose battery power.
Where's the post gonna be? This is gonna be
It may be in here for a little while. Did you have an idea for it or something?
Amazon and UPS took our idea.
Yeah, I heard it.
60 minutes.
Is this the
Oh,
final
yeah, shipping.
version?
Yeah.
Is this the final version of?
Yeah, this is the final version of our poster.
So basically, when you buy the drone, like that's sort of like it's a kit. It comes in a kit.
Yeah.
You just have to customize the code for what you want.
Allocate. Like you can create autonomous routes around your home or your business. So you can program in routes and things.
I see a little spell on that. I'm supposed to be a customer rather than customer.
Oh, costume.
You mean it says advisor/customer?
Open humans.
Alright, what's this one? Because we have in trouble with the camera.
Did you put it in infrastructure mode?
It is right now.
Right now, and it's not coming up.
Move it back to my bird. Should be on the thing.
It wasn't on there.
Oh, it wasn't.
How you gonna ask us if we should? You get the button. I said, how you gonna ask us if we're sure and you get the button?
Nah, yeah, that was the report.
No, I was saying you were switching me like
It
it was. It was me being sarcastic.
You turned it on.
Put it in infrastructure mode. What was the name?
Oh, very good. It's about good. It'll take like 15 seconds or something.
Shrek airball.
So what would be involved in increasing the range?
Increasing the range,
Which-
probably putting a better,
I feel like if you doing like a big area, say like this campus or something, you know, sometimes our A&T Wi-Fi, you can kind of pick it up outside, close enough to some of the buildings. You probably have to have some kind of.
Are you talking about that range at like surveillance or the range on the just
To be able to control it.
coming up.
oh it's controlling it?
Yeah, like, cause we said 30 feet is already.
Well, that's what we made it go. But like I said, with the camera, if you can like connect it with the router, what happens is while you like, let's say you're at like Greensburg Coliseum and you're one of those see what's going on in the office or something. You felt like somebody broke into your office and you had the router hooked up to the Wi-Fi camera. What you would do is just put in the IP address of the router and click enter, and when you click enter, it will bring up the camera, and then you just click record on the camera, and it'll just record everything in your office and stuff while you're at the game. Or at Greensburg Coliseum. So, but right now, what happened was we didn't really have the time to set the router and the camera to interact with each other. So what we're doing right now is we're having the camera like you connect to the camera automatically directly. So that's what we're doing with that. And so then what's gonna happen is the camera, when we put an IP address on the camera, it's just gonna bring up the surveillance from there. But if you have like time to, when you get the kit, you'll be, if you,
Do you have to shut it off and turn it back on after we set it to
and
the
the camera, so they can interact with one another, and then you just have
Do you have to turn it
to
off?
interact with the routers to get your, be able to see the surveillance on the camera.
Okay.
So,
30 seconds.
so it's the range from that router.
Now, the range is pretty much measured based on if the camera is moving. So if the camera not moving, then the range will probably be however far you set it. And then if you're able to like move it like with the drone or something, it'll be as far as you want it to be.
You can kind of see how it interfaces a little bit on that computer screen right here. We're,
Trying to save it.
yeah, we gotta save the settings. So that's what we're waiting on now.
But then after that, the screen will pop up with what the camera sees.
You have any other questions? Have any
Way down, is this just some code or is it?
This is just preparation for getting the Wi-Fi camera to connect so that we can show you guys the live video feed. Sometimes it's just connection, it takes a minute to connect through the fly.
And then wait on it to connect.
By that time,
Yeah,
we'll
hopefully
just
by
go
the time when we switch to drop.
Okay. So we can go ahead and demonstrate the fly mode. Bring up the serial monitor.
Really? Show?
Hold on, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So like I was saying before, I got access to put it in fly or drive mode. So when we're in fly mode, I can ramp it up.
They don't message your comment.
Yes, it doesn't need to say save.
Might have waited too long. So you let it sit back down, I didn't do that.
That's the battery.
Yeah, so if the battery is starting down, let's it'll let it sit back down. It'll probably let you try to ramp it up again. Okay. Definitely has enough thrust to take it where it needs to go. That's pretty much it for the flight mode. And while it's doing that, like right now, I can pull up a serial monitor on my phone and it'll show me the readings for like the ultrasonic sensor.
So that's saying it's getting close to something, some structure.
Right. So, hold that up. So all the sensors are reading, it'll let me know like if it's set.
It's programmed to understand all that, right?
Yeah.
So it'll correct itself accordingly if you take the object. That's pretty much it for the flight load. And then we have drive load. You want to see drive and ground?
How we really wanted to do the project was we wanted to have like circular rings around the propeller, so it can automatically go from fly to flight. Fly to dry mode. But what happened was all the 3D print machine and technology building at the time we was going to try to get them printed, it went down. And then the 3D print from the machine shop, they're not going to be up to about 2014. And then I talked to Dr. Schiff over in Fort RC, and he said his print out crappy, so he said it probably wasn't strong enough to hold it while it was in dry mode. So we decided to go with the wheels to put on, demonstrate how we wanted to show it in dry mode.
The wheels outside of the propeller, something like that.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at originally.
The propellers are 11 by 4.7 inches. We're going to try to get them 3D printed.
We're prepared for drive process. So originally you would have to take the propellers off at all because it would be the wheels would be built.
So if one of y'all was in a hostile situation and you saw one of the guns that you would
Depends on what I got on there.
I'm near some trees, I might try to.
It's got a camera, you heard the sound.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You're just running around. I wouldn't be scared of it, but
This might be strict.
yeah. Put your hands on the boom grip otherwise. There's man pressure on it.
It's,
You don't know these guys.
hey, the other one worked.
They sit on that track. Hands slip. This is all very quick.
Will mean no harm.
Yeah, we have a good time.
No, but only the map.
Yeah. What? I have encountered a couple of injuries on working like early in the weekend, but it wasn't too serious.
It's on there enough, because it ain't gonna fit that much.
You uploaded it?
It's timed up.
We got you.
It's very good. Oh, that's why.
Got it? Just down.
That one.
Exactly. Yeah, look. I have to plug the battery.